Troops, Reilly's Gaff is sponsored by El Dorado Tonic Wine. I love this stuff. Big James loves this stuff. And you're going to love it as well. Go get yourself a bottle at convenience stores all over Scotland, or you can get it online on Amazon as well. Go get yourself a wee bottle, crack it open, and enjoy the podcast.
Day-to-day the shit change, but you know for the most part nothing ain't different. Sometimes be stuck in my ways, weekend fucked up in somebody's kitchen, sticking my hand, I'm chilling with the troops and my few cans down, so I walk like Winston. Trust me, I wake up hanging, you hang that I'm leaving this bed, you're kidding. I'm sitting on back in the pad, get deep fried and I smoke some packs of the grass. Put the feet up, kick back and relaxing at best. No, I'm sitting on Reilly's Gaff.
Specksy.
Woo. Good to be back, boys. Good to be back.
It is wonderful to have you here, mate. You were obviously here on the Patreon.
Oh aye, that was a great
Things
night.
get a bit... I get rowdy, bro.
a bit messy.
I don't even know if rowdy's a word, just maybe just a bit like ethereal or something, know what I mean? We were questioning things. It was some night in the cavern after all, wasn't it?
That is the best mention on the wall yet.
Aye.
Specksy, UFC night, some team, Marine, Pig, George Clooney, CR7, Andy Collins, 5 Spices. Was that say next to it? Dunk.
Dunk. Dunk, obviously.
I was listening to that episode like no that long ago and see that bit with Chris Duncan, mate.
Oh.
He is the anti-pansy, mate.
The anti-pansy.
That's what I'm calling him.
The dunk. Oh, mate.
He does not fuck about. You can tell the dunk man.
We know.
What might be shouting? What is it shouting? I'm the fucking man.
I'm the fucking man.
Mate, that was a legend.
He is Clark, bro. He's going to the top for the UFC anyway, man.
You think so?
Oh, mate, I think if he's fighting that boy. Oh shit, that 15 boy anyway.
Is he high?
Aye.
So was his last fight the one we watched in here? Was it London? It was London.
Aye, because he got 3. That was the 3rd gilly in a row.
Aye, jumped the gilly, aye.
Aye, but aye, mate. He's got a. It's that.
See who's
boy,
fighting, Goni?
The Polish boy. For fuck's sake, wee baldy guy, man.
Polish.
You'll see me now.
Ron's Quality Snacks.
He'd smash it.
Matthias Rebecca, that's what it is.
See that 50. What is it? He's lightweight, isn't he?
Aye, Matthias Rebecca, aye, he's good, man. He's got some record. He's like 25-2 or something, like some crazy record. He's only been beat a couple of times, so.
Mate, don't gilly overnight.
Aye, 100%, mate.
All day.
I mean, he did that again, and he
We
actually
need
loved
to
that,
put.
bro.
Aye, it's so fun having this wee place to just do things like that.
mate, I know.
I'm doing what UFC.
That's
Oh,
on
mate.
Patreon and all. If
Aye.
you want to watch it. I don't think I've watched it. It's so funny.
I sat and listened. I sat and listened to it. It was hilarious. I was actually
As I
pissing
was
myself
saying.
As I was saying.
We were fired up on Collins.
Oh.
Big time, weren't we?
Fired up on lots, mate.
What is Collins? Collins has been a bit quiet, mate, I think.
Aye, he's only posting 17 videos a day.
Mate, I've been addicted since.
Aye.
Still since,
Keeping
man.
up with him.
Just watching Collins. No, you can't. You actually can't keep up with Collins.
No,
he's just too much in it.
That would be like a full-time job.
I've genuinely tried, mate. Like, I'd be like, 4 minutes ago, Collins posted, boom. It's like him stoning with like 2 Lucozade energy drinks like that. And then 3 minutes later, it's
Down
like.
the town standing a ball up.
And you can't predict the next video in that.
No.
Like sometimes you'll get a couple in a row, and as you say, it will be like in the house, and it will just be a picture of like Mother's Pride oats or something, and it'll just be storing like that. And you're like, the Marine, mate. And then it'll be another one that's in the house, and then he'll maybe do a video squawking at birds, mate.
Aye.
That's my new
Red
favourite.
tuna. Red tuna.
Red salmon.
Aye,
mate.
red salmon. Red salmon.
Ah, man, brilliant.
I think he's talking to me now. I think he's hungry.
Aye, because he's always like at it. They could literally go to anybody's house, but they're coming up to me. And that's like, because you hang your head out the window going, like, who's this guy?
Mate, who's the person that he thinks the stalker? What's that about? Remember that he said phone the Polish Rebecca or something?
Oh, it was a bad bird in his life. Oh, Andy Cole, mate, he was going crazy that night, wasn't he?
Mate,
He was.
he texted me. I mean, this is turned sinister.
He's like, Collins is like, you see him on his lives and that, and he's always a wee bit angry, isn't he? He's never just. No, he does have a laugh sometimes.
But then
when he's talking about getting a wee bird or shit, he loosens up for him.
Gets him
But then he can go for that to just. And anyway, that's what I was saying. Like, just go 100%. If I thought
somebody phoned my fucking ma.
Oh my god, man.
Mate, we were trying to get him on. I don't know if that's a.
Is that a possibility?
Mate, I would genuinely never have I been nervous before a podcast. Like that way, I'm like, fuck. I think I'd be because
the closest is like Surrey. The first time, like, when we were talking about how mad's this, right? Because you feel like it's just a normal thing. So they got on podcast. I know it's kind of on else, but like at the time, we were like, well, we just like video call him. We were gonna like come up with a mad segment called like Surrey's Crime Corner or something that he would just phone him up and he'd just be like, and talk about crime for a bit. And then we're like, fuck it, we'll just get him on about 5 episodes later.
Mate, he's became like fucking massive. Like he's like pure in the character now, isn't he? Like I know he's always kind of, but he's like now just like pure. Like, he's seen the man that him and all the boys. He's outside the court. They're all pure walking down and all that, getting all the boys to walk at the same time and shit.
I said on the podcast, there was a while where we were like in between moving studios, and we done a podcast at my mum and dad's house. Right, they were on holiday or something, and in that I was like, mate, he definitely just goes to court and just like wears a suit and like stones at the entrance and like walks out the front door and that. Like he's not obviously involved in cases. And he went mental, bro. I was in Yules? Somebody sent me it. I was in Yules. I think we were getting on it or something. I was pure baked, and I walked into the toilet and like I was just on my phone and that, and somebody had sent me it and it was like, see this Reilly's Gaff guy? He is a fucking bam. And I was like, what the fuck?
He is just a stupid wee silly wee daft boy, you know? I thought you were going to say something else because that same night you're talking about, that fateful night, we were, you randomly said to me, like, well, sitting, I don't even know if that's on the podcast or whatever, you're like, what would you do? Like, who's like the worst person you can imagine like coming up and chatting my story? It might have been when we were up to other stuff or whatever, and I was like, sorry, 100%.
Oh
like,
no, we were. I know what we were up to. Tripping balls.
Absolute balls. But like, imagine Surrey just bouncing out and it's just like, hello, no. But, mate, Kaz gets that nightly, mate.
I mean,
that's his reality, isn't it?
What, outside on the weeds, not outside like that. Beast, all that. Oh,
mate, Lee, like we've obviously had Lee on a few times, but I think he's went right off the deep end, mate. See,
no saving him now.
See marching, see like being like, aye, we're going to actually just go to this guy's house and just get as many people as possible to come with me. The fact, but see, all day I'd been watching that leading up to it because he was like, he organised it early bells, bro. This wasn't a spur of the moment thing. Like, it was like 11:30 in the morning. I was on TikTok, my work, and it came up and it was him pure sitting like that, and it was like. Meeting at Perth, massive protest against Casper. But we were all saying to each other, what is he protesting?
What is he actually trying to get out there?
You're just really just getting a big group of people together and walking about like there's
You seen how he's got that Mulligan instead of calling him Kaz? He's like, everyone knows about Mulligan.
He can't get Kaz off a brain, man.
He's a mental.
And it's like, it's that one again, like that he just this cunt's a beast, by the way. Every cunt, this guy's a beast. It's like, that is a wild guy, mate. Why are you doing
that? Is like the worst. Like, imagine you woke up the morning, right, and like, say it was Lee. He was like, see that fucking Specksy cunt, the rapper guy and that? He's a fucking beast. And he was like, honestly, every cunt. He is like, that's a wild.
Turned up outside your gaff and that, and all sorts of wains and all that, man. Shouting outside you, like, get him out, and all that, man. You're like, what the fuck? I don't know how he is getting away with it, but like, he's like, he's pure like brazen, but he's like, he'll not take me to court. It'll cost him more than it'll fucking hang with him and that. Know what I mean? You're like,
he would know, mate. He would know.
Exactly.
He's clued up to fuck me, defamation act.
He just can't get the words out. Not easily sent there, but he just can't fucking spit it in that.
He's got a big wealth of knowledge.
That's it. I always say wealth of knowledge.
A huge wealth of knowledge.
To the highest degree of my knowledge. He messaged me the day asking to be in a Polus video. See one of the videos he gets huckled out he huckles cunts out of motors and that. Like, you ever seen it?
No.
Can we get they huckling somebody out of a Polus motor or something? Mate,
or something.
He always he's got videos where he's like stoning with machetes and that, and he's like and it's like a guy like a mad, say like Jordan McCann tune or something's playing in it.
Aye.
But then he does like weird sketching sometimes, doesn't he? And it's
Aye.
like there's a guy in like the living room, and then he walks in, he's like, he's got the suit on, he's like, I'm Chief Inspector. And he's like, you're fucking under arrest, you wee prick. And all that stuff that most definitely wouldn't say.
Aye.
You're coming with me, a wee
So
prick.
did they ask you to be in one of these?
I've to go in one, aye.
You gonna do it?
He put on his story today, which is just crazy. He's like, filming a pose video. I need wee Neds. I need a guy with a machete. Mate, I've got a fucking big machete to give me. I'll come up there.
That's no the crowd that you want to invite around yourself, mate.
Heads and a guy with a machete.
Mate, there's going to be more than one guy with a machete there. You know what I mean?
Aye. He didn't even think of it to Ashton Heads. He didn't even think of it to Ashton Heads.
I know.
Heads and a guy with a machete.
Two birds with one stone, mate. Turn it into bring one round, man.
Oh,
But then,
What's he saying? What's the last video, man? Pull him up. I don't see Lee a while, but
police car. First thing you see, police.
Police car hire UK. Action vehicles for the TV and film. Right. Let's see what they got available. Got that heap of shite, a couple of pedal bikes, big 580 diesel. Let's have a look at this.
5:30.
He'll be flying about in that.
It's not bad.
He shouldn't be allowed to get that thing.
So it's
He'll cause,
TV and film.
Like, can you just buy that?
I think it's higher.
Coffee pies, weddings, events.
oh, it's about to be his birthday every day, mate.
Aye.
Oh, it's actually my birthday.
My birthday again.
Police radios. So they basically have police radios. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a phone.
Basically.
Is it
Is
like a fantasy?
This must hold on, pause. This must be for a video.
For your video?
I might just do it.
I think you
I'll go
should
and get
do
my
it.
shit.
What is it? What is it? Is it like a fantasy? Like what is the what's the whole thing with him?
Just who knows, bro.
Aye, it's
Yeah,
definitely a fantasy.
What's the whole thing with Collins, bro?
You know, that's how long's a bit of string. You can't answer that question, mate. At least he's got a hang.
Aye.
Collins just sporadic.
Nah, mate, Collins is just happening, mate.
Aye, mate.
He's just there. It's happening. You know what I mean? There's no rhyme or reason.
floating
There's no-
orb.
He's not got a cause or that. It's just
No.
go getting a wee bird.
Well, built different.
Build different shit.
Proving that Glasgow's built different. It's
Aye,
that
true,
man's
true.
mission,
He,
mate.
he actually is like. You say what you want, but Collins is kind of proving that Glasgow is built different.
Aye.
Don't get that in Edinburgh, mate. Don't get Collins off Edinburgh, mate.
He's a king of the alleys.
we should maybe do that, man. See, like, if anybody like send us your like Andy Collins for other cities, because there must be some.
There must be a cut.
Aye, what about the guy I
Dundee.
sent you to call him out?
Aye.
Do the hang me dance, do the hang me Jimmy, what was it again? Do the wee Jimmy dance or something? Andy Collins, I want to fight you, my man, and that.
How would you look at his videos and be like, I want to box that cut?
You probably
That's what I
beat me.
mean, but it's like, know how back in the day, everybody had like, I'm no Collins an idiot, but everybody had like a mad village idiot or whatever. Then like, the new we've just got like Collinses in different cities. I was just like, I fucking smash that cunt, know what I mean? But I bet the Dundee Collins goes fucking, I bet he's wild.
Oh, have you not
know
seen
what I mean?
him? Have you not seen Andy Collins?
Is there one?
I mean, I literally popped up on my was it Instagram or TikTok? It was just this random guy, man. He was like, I'd phoned my pals in my house, my best fucking pals. He said, I went to the back door, man. I went like to get the key out the door. He's like, the key was missing. So I phoned the phone in straight away and I said, listen, I'm going to smash fucking the phone again. And I was like, get my fucking key out. And he was pure screaming. This guy was nuts. And then he was replying to every comment. Somebody was commenting saying something. He was going like, are you getting wide? Are you having a laugh? And if they said getting wide, he would go like that. Fucking answering your meals in right now, you fucking chicken. And if they said if they were saying they were being sounded like that, he was like pure, cheers bro, appreciate it bro, man.
That's a hardcore human being, innit? See, to be either like, mate, fucking respect, or like me the new. And the in between, mate, you know what I mean?
A man of extremes,
He
mate.
could actually be more like bolder than Collins. Like, not talking about Collins doesn't even read the comments. This guy replies to every single one.
Collins has got too much comments going on in his own head and that, but like
Aye.
he's got comments coming from everywhere at all times. It's like, can he deal with the mad external ones.
Colin's
know what I mean?
inner dialogue must be crazy.
Mate, was it me and you that were talking about how like that's what's so intriguing about Collins, because
Aye, 'cause he doesn't reply to the
you
comments.
can't get to him, like
Aye.
you can't be like, oh, he'll read this one out or that. The only way you get him that angry faces. That's
No, send them kisses. Sending them kisses and love in the like hang me emojis and that, man, like kissy faces.
Love
and
hearts
What's
and
it called? Stickers or something on TikTok?
Like the gifts.
Gifts,
Aye.
gifts. When you send them, that's what he hates, when guys send them kissy gifts or like hug gifts and all that. Remember? It's like, come guys, do that. Hey, I'm blocking you now, you fucking clown and all that. Come get us.
Mate, we need to set up these. We need to have battle, man. We need like
can't-
street brawls,
bro.
and we just get these cunts for different places to just
Aye.
battle it out, mate.
Mate,
Set them up against each other.
Aye, that's what I'm thinking.
we've all got a love for UFC fighting.
That's
that,
what I'm
know I
thinking.
mean?
Backyard, mate.
Backyard.
In here, bro.
And right in here, mate.
We'll
just us four.
we'll just pad-
and then
we'll
two
pad
guys.
That bridge out there, man. Like once starts at one side of the bridge, the other we just meet in the middle, mate.
Aye.
Just go for it. Then we'll just block the bridge off until only one man leaves.
So we're proper, like everyone's proper. It's all sponsored on the
Other
bridge and
side of
that.
the bridge, Specksy spuds and Reilly's Gaff on each side of the bridge.
Mate, tell us about the spuds, man.
Oh,
we've
no, mate.
known this for a while. What are you doing with these spuds?
Aye, so it's here. Show the cam the old merch and that I'm saying. Specksy,
That's
boy,
so
you
good,
You got
bro.
a few words for us? I know. So I do. Obviously, the boys have known for a good few months now, man. Obviously with the spuds, but it's been a long process. Know what I mean? It's not been an overnight thing, especially because of the fact that it's a mobile van as well. So there's been a lot more that goes into it, man. I reckon if it was like a shop or a static van, man, we might have been up
Fired
and running,
up.
know what I mean? We might have already been thing, but there's just been so much more to do, man, in terms of all the wiring and the gas and the everything's got to be tied down and bolted down and fucking, you know what I
Why
mean?
do everything right? I know,
Exactly,
obviously.
mate. You don't want to open and rush it just because. And a part, not regretting that, man. A part of me is like a wee bit like, oh, maybe I should have left telling everybody for a wee couple of weeks later and that. But at the same time, no, it's still building up the buzz, I suppose. So everybody's still
Aye.
talking about it. Everybody's still. That's all I hear, man. Know what I mean, it's like when I brought out Rising again. That's what it feels like, mate. Literally everywhere I go, it's just, when's he spuds coming? When's he spuds coming? That, man. Even me and my missus, our favourite restaurant, the Mint in Coatbridge, man. Like that's our favourite. Like we go there constant, man. And obviously they follow me or whatever on social media, man. And I've walked in, and as soon as I walked in the other day, they're like, "What's happening with these spuds, man? We've all been talking about it, and here we're all choking for a spud and that." Know what I mean? And I'm like, when your favourite restaurants, that means asking you about it. Know what I mean, I'm like, that's a good sign.
We
So.
collab, bro.
I mean, I was actually saying that there's a place called Scrammages, and I'm pals with them. They're down in Cambro side, just down at the scheme
Aye,
and that.
aye.
They're classic. They went viral on that TikTok there. They done that High Rocks box. You might have seen it. It was like the steak with the pasta and the a chicken wrap, a cornflake chicken wrap with with different types of pasta, anyone you want, and then a steak in it, man. It was like a mad box, and every company's doing it for the High Rocks, know what I mean? Because it was like a pure
Aye.
Hang with meal, aye.
hang meat, aye, full of protein and all that, know what I
Aye.
mean? So they went quite viral in that there, but they're shit hot, there's food. And I seen one of the spud places done like a wee hang with another chicken place, and I'd sent it to them, and I was like, aye, let's do a Specksy's and Scrammages cornflake chicken and Specksy spud mix, know what I mean?
Aye, that'll be good, mate.
Oh, it'll be fired. But aye, so we're nearly there now. We're nearly at the finish line. Well, not the finish line of getting started. Then the real work begins. You know what I mean?
Aye.
But obviously, it's all the stuff, the red tape and all the stuff that you've got to set up in the first time. Know what I mean? That's the part that's not as enjoyable, but it's all part of the journey. Do you know what I mean?
What's the best part? Making up the spud recipes.
It's just been, I don't know, just doing the full journey, I suppose. It's been like trying to learn all these new things and all that, like stuff that you never knew about. Do you know what I mean? I suppose, man, like getting into all these different sections of different parts of business, and like, I didn't know about this and this. So it's been a learning curve, but the real fun will start, I think, once we're actually open. Know what I mean? We can
Aye.
make the content and all that, and serve the spuds and talk to the people and happy. Know what I mean? Happy days. So
What's the plan? Are you going to drive to different schemes and that?
aye, so because it's a mobile van. Basically, it's not going to be like as. Oh, sorry, it's not going to be
It's
as.
all the people when are these spuds coming, bro?
Messages, spud, that's what I'm getting on. But aye, it's because it's mobile. Obviously, I'm not going to do it like not like an ice cream van where it like goes to every street No, I'm talking about, say, like, with nice team van. Sometimes it stops twice in the one street and all that, just for like the other side of the street, cannibals walking down there. It's not going to be like as like that, but it'll be a case of I'll open at lunchtime for a few hours. Will be different locations for lunchtime, so hopefully like near like a main street or maybe near like a high school or something, or near a like industrial estate, or see somewhere with like businesses. You know what I mean? We'll figure out what ones we're going to go to. We'll obviously speak to the people that want the spuds, man. Do you know what I mean? On the social media things like that, man. And people will take us, for instance, or my workplace, we've not got anything there, stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So we'll do the lunch times, but the main thing at first will be the obviously the night time one. So it'll be 2 different places per night. So it'll be like 2 different schemes.
Aye.
So like for people in Coatbridge, I don't. You might know. You'll probably know more schemes down that way. Do you know what I mean? But for instance, I'd be like in like Whifflet for like 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, then for like Kirkwood to 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, or you know what I mean? And just do that, 2 different places per night, and then it'll just be a case of everybody for that scheme going to the one spot, and I'll sit there for like
A couple of hours,
2 hours or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
The real question, Springburn, but the Kelly household's joking for
Oh,
it. My
mate.
dad was asking in that. He's got to come to Springburn.
Well, the way it works is you need a trading licence for every different like
Council.
you know what I mean? So I need to get my Glasgow City Council ban, because obviously I want to take it outside the old famous Parkers at some point. You know what I mean? That's one of the aspirations, obviously, is to get it outside on like game days and that day will just be for the El Celtic games, not getting set up for the games. You know what I mean? But if I could get it outside Parkhead, man, once a week or even once at the weekend games, man, it'd be brilliant. You know what I mean? So that's an aspiration and something I'm going to be trying to inquire about.
See because I feel like the new. I look on Instagram and every week there's a new spud place, right?
Oh, it's been mental.
But obviously you've had this in the works for a while, and the difference with yours is it's mobile.
Yeah.
All these places are just fixed into one position, whereas people want a spud they can fucking dial Specksy.
Exactly, get taken
Please come
doorstep.
to mate. You should just be like on TikTok. Which scheme should I come to next, man? People be like, come to my scheme, Specksy, Inverness. Where's it furthest you would go with that spud van and beat them down? Be honest.
I'm not kidding on. Somebody messaged me on. He's a Celtic fan. I've had the boy on Instagram for a while, and he was like, "When's the van coming to Oban?" I was like, mate, I'll need to speak to Oban City Council.
Oban City Council.
And then he was like, I know. And then he was like, but what if I know the guy who owns, like, it was something, I don't know if it was like a community centre or whatever it was. He's like, I know the guy who owns this. What if he hired you for a private event? Could you come then? And I was like, well, I think that's obviously, it's a different story, obviously, isn't it? If it's a private event, you can obviously go there, you know what I mean? It's different for, if it's like, you can't just pull up on private land if you've not been allowed, but if that person gives you access, of course you can pull up that private land.
In a car park or something.
Do you know what I mean? So if they own it, do you know what I mean? If they own a wee building, a community centre.
That's a way around it. You could even contact places, like see if there is people being like, as you say, Inverness or that, or like even Dundee or whatever, and there's people for there shouting about it, you could be like, right, somewhere needs to put a hang on.
Well, that's another, obviously, like another future plan, but like once it's up and running a few years down the line, that man, get more vans, franchise it. I've got my good pal Connor, man, up in Dundee, and he's ready to take over, put the Specksy spud van up in Dundee and that, and run it up there for us, you know what I mean?
You could hire Collins for the day to dance outside it, and he could hire the other one for Dundee.
The Dundee.
And then meet in Perth and box. As I was saying.
In the middle and box. Oh mate, so it'll be, as I say, all different schemes and that, and then just once it's popping, but we're going to be doing great food, great tatties, you know what I mean? It's going to be, I've went the extra further steps in the time that it's been taking, obviously, to get everything done. I've went to the further steps to make sure we're getting the best of the tatties, the best of the cheese and that, you know what I mean? Same.
What is the best tatty, man?
So I don't actually want to give away the secret.
We'll bleep it, tell us.
I don't want, it's called a...
Oh,
so
I like the sound of that.
So that tatties is, I found out was the best one. I mean, there's like a lot of people up here are using the same one.
Morris Piper bastards
Morris
or whatever.
Pipers, literally, mate, literally, you know what I mean? So
they've got a good PR team, Morris Piper, because I truly believe they were the A1 spud.
I just thought it's because it's the most popular, like in the UK, I suppose. I don't know if it's in Scotland or whatever, but it's like a popular one. But there's ones that have that extra softness when you hang with them, and extra crunch on the outside and that, and the skin just goes a bit. You know what I mean? There's like wee hangs.
Tricks of the trade.
You know what I mean? But I've been doing my due diligence, man, and research. You know what I mean? I'm trying to learn for the best. So, I've got the good products, and then the content side of things is where I think that'll really pop right off. You know what I mean, man? I've got lots and lots planned, man. Obviously, with you boys and that involved. You know what I mean?
We're going to do something.
And but man, I can't wait to just be doing all that side.
So when do you think the new?
When am I aiming?
What's your aim the new?
Aiming for August. I was aiming for July, but it's probably looking more like, as I said to you out there, August and that now. So I'm just hoping that I'll have a opening date. You know what I mean? Once this final wee thing that I'm waiting on comes through, then it'll just be a case of, right, that green light, and then I'll say an opening date, whatever, 2 to 4 weeks for then, do you know what I mean? And then we'll just start off, we'll have a wee opening day for like family and friends and all that to come down at first maybe, man, so you just to kind of find your bearings and that, man. We'll maybe do it, not just family and friends, I mean, other people can come and all that, you know what I mean? But mostly it'll be like family and friends and all that.
A wee
opening day hang, man, and then we'll just get the timetable right out there, man, and start smashing all the schemes, you know what I mean?
Just get wrecked, mate. Opening day.
Smash.
Mate, get eckies, mate.
Eldorado and a couple of eyes.
That's a good night on the spuds, mate.
Fucking rough in the funny spuds last night.
Did I show you the menu in that? No.
Read it the best. Don't reveal it all yet. Read it maybe 2 or 3 or even.
I'll read it. I won't show it to the camera, but like, actually, I'll give a shout out to the people who done it, man. Look at the hand drew that for me.
That looks class,
mate. That's
nice, mate.
That's better than your usual menus. Not talking about
the wee pictures and that, mate.
The wee pictures, like the wee.
Aye, that looks dynamite, bro.
Aye,
that wee spud.
I mean,
Actually looks like you know.
Oh, mate, it's spitting image, but it's all been hand drawn, mate. I mean, it's but we've got a bit of it. Let me see. What can we tell them?
Let's see.
What's the people? I'm going to be doing a steak special, man. That's one that not much people have done. I don't think I've seen any do it yet anyway, man. Not what I mean. But
so if you see this in a fucking spud shop near your house, you know it's been stole for Specksy.
I know, but sorry, as I say, that's what a lot of people have been saying. That's another thing. With all these spud shops open, obviously, you boys, I've told you months ago, and while I've been doing that, how many have popped up. Not what I mean, like people might think that you're just jumping on the bandwagon, but I've been doing this since then.
Ages,
ages, man. Not what I mean, but the end of last year we started building this van, basically. Know what I mean? So, but as I said to people, none of them are doing what I'm doing. It's all these places are in like Glasgow and Ayr and all these different places. Know what I mean? So I hope they all do well. Know what I mean? It's not in any of my jurisdictions. Know what I mean? So
no, it's good, mate, because it's like, see, like a chippy opening up.
How many is there?
Aye, know what I mean?
Sometimes you get 2 Gregs across the road feature, know what I mean? Like two peri places, and it's like right across the road or next door. So
every cunt's hungry for spuds, mate.
Mate, there's plenty of berries.
Especially steak, because that get like peppercorn sauce.
That one will be like garlic butter, peppercorn sauce, man. The steak and that, mate.
Parmigiano and that.
Parmigiano, crispy onions and that. Know what I mean? Anything you want on it, mate. But
you should get the five bros round, bro.
Oh, mate,
did they have a 5 special?
A 5 special,
Can
bro.
I tell people about this? The 5 brothers, mate. The 5 bros. 5 bros. 5 spices, mate.
5 peri coat bridge. So what is it?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Because I was declaring my love for 5 peri and coat bridge, which I think is undefeated.
Amazing. Aye.
But you revealed why it's called 5 peri, didn't you?
Aye, the 5 brothers. Aye, 5 brothers.
So it's 5 bros.
5 spices.
5 different spices. They all put a spice in each.
They all picked a spice. Nutmeg, cinnamon.
Jake, the guy that got salt, I bet was like, fuck, man, like, we need to put it in, obviously, but why am I the salt guy? Why am I the black pepper guy?
But actually, I keep forgetting about how good they are, and I'm like, I'm keep forgetting how good they are, and then I'm like, oh fuck. Evan, I was like, how banging you said it was. I phoned them last week. I got one. They forgot to bring Hangby bites, but not jalapeno, but
chili cheese.
Chili cheese bites, and you know how good they are. And they forgot them, and I was like, I don't want my brothers. Know what I mean? My bros. Know what I mean? And I was like, these are the best, but he's forgot the poppers, man. They were like, sorry, bro, I sent them out right now. Some extra dips for you.
Oh, what?
Right back out.
Did they send them out?
10 minutes, mate. Boom, back.
I ordered a munch, like this is a few years ago when I stayed like near the town, right? And I ordered a munch for somewhere, and they delivered. I'd ordered like a mad chicken shawarma or whatever, and they delivered a feta cheese wrap, right, with nothing else in it.
Complete opposite.
And I like couldn't be further from what I ordered, and I phoned them and I was like, here, you've gave me like the complete wrong order. Like I've ordered like chicken shawarma, and you've gave me just like a cheese wrap, like,
peas and cheese.
You give me cheese and bread, like I'm like,
cheese and peas. Cheese and peas.
Here I took that, and I phoned them and I was like, right. They were like, oh, so sorry, but we're just so busy tonight. And I was like, no, it sounds. I was like, so you send the right stuff out? And they're like, unfortunately, we can't do that. And I was like, what? They were like, just because it was like through Just Eat and all that, it's just very complicated. So you're just going to need to apply for a refund for Just Eat. And I was like, send me the right shit. I've just paid for it. How's it this complicated?
Aye.
They never done it.
They've overcomplicated stuff, mate. See, back in the day, like I go a takeaway with my papa the other day and like go to the wee menu and all that, and I was
like the good old days.
Aye, mate. Aye, mate.
Read the menus.
Folded menu. It's about that size. And it's like a big map.
It's like when you used to get the Argos catalogue and shit when you were away. You know what I mean? Like getting the old catalogue.
They've got rid of them.
Aye, that's what I'm saying. They've got rid of it. Now it's all these phones and all that.
Aye, screw fixes in the way, and I was in screw fixes.
Aye.
iPaded up, not.
Oh, you're fucking joking.
You can get a book, mate. I was fuming, mate.
How? See the Argos catalogue? No, I used to always look at like pure 11-a-side size goals for the garden. Even though like they wouldn't have even fitted that. Oh, imagine I just had that and I was just kicking football right now.
Mate, that was like when I was a wee guy, I used to go to Costco and it would just be because they had a mad section. I think they still do with shoots and all that. Like flumes and that. Like, it's mad, mate.
So the time capsule in there.
Yeah, mate, it's mad. I was talking about how funny it is. We call like slide shoots and like water slides flumes and all that. I don't think anyone else
flumes
does
and
it.
shoots and
Flumes
that.
is good, isn't it?
Mad
Don't have
flumes.
flumes.
It kind of sounds like what it would sound going to.
It's an onomatopoeia, brother.
I think it is.
Then another one. Shit.
But I used to go to Costco just because they had like a basketball net next to it, big 11-a-side goals, and you could I would just sit and volley balls into the goal, mate, like for like an hour.
Places like that when you're younger, they feel like fucking as if you're like in Narnia or some shit, don't they? Like
how sick was sitting on like a big egg chair or that and like home base and
you're
shit.
just like falling away in the middle of it, a needle in a haystack.
Hey, no, I used to do. See if I was ever in IKEA as a wee guy, I'd see the mad cool bedrooms they make that are like. This could be your bedroom. I used to pure sit in them and be like, this would be so fucking sick. like you're like
in the middle of that.
With a mad like luminous green light round a mirror. I'm like, oh my god, imagine I was actually that cool.
It's like a £1.50 LED light that you just put your own mirror.
But shit like that, like there's nothing sicker to me than like see like a hammock. See being on a hammock when I was younger and shit. I was like, just any man relaxing chair to me is amazing, mate. See, even we were in Landsatchel when we fucking sat in the egg chairs and fucking smoked the full packet of snout.
Full packet of snout.
Mate, just sitting there.
How fast could that two guys puff one packet of snout?
The white sears rattle through a packet.
See when I was in this kind of, well, don't know, off topic kind of, but we were in Benidorm and we'd bought too much smoke. Obviously on the way, like it was like the last day, and we just bought too much with my cousin's stag do, and then I was like, is anybody fee here in Benidorm by any chance, or Minster and that? I've got all sorts of, it was like fucking nearly a half Z or something, and pure carry, you know what I mean? It was banging. I was like, I've got this here and that. And then a guy's ended up popping up to me, he's like, here, I'm landing this morning, bro. I was like, here, I'll put it here. We couldn't cross paths. I was like, here, I'll put it here, and pure took a picture of the hotel, had it in a mad bush and all that shit. And then a couple of hours later, man, I was just like ready to fly away on the flight and that way. Guys messaged me like, I got it and that. I found that, bro, you know what I mean? We're like, yes. Like,
you've made that, guys.
Mate, that's what I'm saying. I was class, you know what I mean? Boys just landed, he's been get a free half Z of fucking carry for nothing, just planted in a bush for him, man, you know what I mean?
The best ever, mate. He's going to have some left. He'll be like, here, troops.
Aye, he's passing on to the next guy, mate. I just fed families with that shit.
It's generational bud, bro.
Generational smoke.
That bud lasts forever, bro.
Oh, that was That was a Friday holiday.
But I like just getting somewhere like in a big daft shop and sitting on a chair or a bed or whatever. Like even just got to Benson's for beds and all that, and just lying in beds and shit.
Aye.
Like see anywhere that wasn't my house.
do that.
Maybe more bouncing on beds. That was maybe more a bouncing thing, but just being in somewhere. See, furniture that's no yours. Mate, furniture that's no yours when you're a wee guy sick, bro.
Put your feet on it and that.
Aye, chilling, mate.
I was over in that was that wee island called. Did you see when I put up my story in that, man? It's that you get the ferry over at Largs.
Largs.
What's the wee island just across it called
Rossi?
again? No.
Dunoon?
No, it's Winston.
Hold on, we'll go to the Ayrshire correspondent.
But he doesn't know anywhere outside the Free Town.
Millwall, it's the Millport.
Finport.
Aye, where Winston went Finport. I went over to Millport there for the first time on the bikes and that a few weeks ago when the sun was out, and there was a hammock that like literally went to this wee cafe bit, man. There was a hammock and that, man. It was just black, like the sun was shining, man. I had the rain and that there. But I actually went 2 days in a row. I went with the troops one day and I was that bliss. I was like, I need my family here. I actually took the family the next day. I went again. I mean, went on to me again.
You could have set up a new life in fucking Millport.
And I just had to. I was when I was on that hammock, and I was just like, "This is bliss. Wish you made me see him that." And I took it away the next day, and that I was like,
That's a good Scotsman, innit? Just getting to a place and just being like, my family needs to experience all this.
See, talking about families, I've had a burning question on my mind. Say you have a son. Mm-hmm. Do you want him to have a bigger cock than you?
100%, mate.
You want him to go bigger?
Aye.
I want the exact same size cock as my boy.
"Proud of you, son."
I want my boy to have the biggest cock in Scotland, mate.
What's your dad's like?
I've not seen it. I've genuinely seen my dad's
I've not seen my
cock.
dad's cock either.
I might have when I was younger.
I swear.
Mate, it's weird. Dad's, it's not that, like, I don't know if
No,
it's...
you're not. I don't think
When you have a weigh-in, I think your cock goes a mad wild brown colour. Know what I mean?
I can vouch for it, Disney.
Is that not just dad cock then? No.
No, that's it.
I feel like all guys have got mad brown cocks.
Sun
mate.
damage cock.
Aye, that's old guys. That's because you're fucking. It's been swinging out too long in the gym changing rooms.
They guys love that. I've definitely been in gym changing rooms,
They
but you can
love
tell
that.
like
They want
this
you-
guy's been in here for 45 minutes,
Aye.
Just
like,
stand,
like this.
Aye, in the same position, innit? It's mate. It's actually mental.
Do you know what? There's nothing I hate more than being in like a football changing room and about to go into showers or whatever, but I can't like. It's actually happened no long ago, mate. Cunt was just standing in front of me having a full conversation, going like that with cock, mate. Just
mate.
lashing it all about, mate, and floating it all about. And that, I'm like, mate, you're actually getting hard, just staring dead in the eyes, mate.
Basically
Just,
wanking in
just
your
like that,
face.
mate. Just staring in the eyes. You know, I wasn't moving gaze for here, mate.
Played well today, mate.
You were great, mate.
You up for that heedle like a salmon there.
I can see why that big propeller. Aye, no, I don't fuck with that shit, but you need to be modest, mate.
What you want your boy to go bigger and better?
Aye.
Getting better than
I
the
want
rest.
the off, like, you should always be. I don't want my bloodline to start diminishing.
What if he's got like the same size cock as you at like 5? Yeah.
Then that's demoralising as a father.
You're like, wait.
I don't know if you
I thought I was
Wait, slow down. I thought you had a couple of year left.
take him to the doctor's and that. So anyway, you can
do something with
just pause it for a couple of years.
it. Just halt the growth a bit. Aye, start getting them fucking mad hormones and shit. You can just start getting them fucking
Mate, that'll
estrogen.
be the next thing, man. Quince will have their veins on fucking test and all that for their pure young. No, well, the Russians have been doing it for a long time. The daggies. Have you seen all the pictures of them?
On
Like
TRT and that?
Islam and all that, and like the Usman and all that when they're all younger and shit like that. They're
No.
fucking like brick shit houses, mate.
Aye.
Solid, man. 8-packs and that.
Send him Dagestan, forget.
Something Dagestan.
Mind I was telling you, Dunk commented that.
Like,
It was like a mad wee guy doing a makeup tutorial. The dunk,
aye.
mate, the dunk man
Mate,
was Eric going,
base, bro.
send him to Dagestan for 2 years and forget, bro.
I seen that. I mean, he's basic fuck, bro. Isn't he?
Aye.
I love that. I respect that.
And the dumb boy. Mate.
I respect
Has he
that.
been in Dagestan?
No,
but
I don't think so.
Is he,
What he's
where
done-
was he again? Is he not in America?
No, American top team, which I was talking to my big pal Jamie, who obviously went to go to Scottish Hit Squad with. He's agrees on all, man. It's like Paul should have done that years ago, innit? Like
Aye.
he's like that fight there. I thought he fought wearing that, man, before all that stuff happened there with the whole Did you not see that, the Paul Craig fiasco?
I didn't see the fight up to that point, but I seen how it ended. It was done.
Mate,
that guy was at it.
That was literally a Grammy award winner. But I thought that, like, I started to look better the last couple of fights. Was frightening, but I'm like, I just wish that when you were like up there in the what do you call it, in the rankings, and you're like getting all these subs and that, man. I was like, you should have went and done a wee 12-month camp or a 6-month or something over in America, you know what I mean, man, and just crafted his game, got his stand up ready, man, then smashed it all out.
I think a lot of the fighters, I seen Joaquin Buckley talking about it, and he was like, a lot of fighters think it's a pure good idea to go to like one of these big massive gyms, but people go too early and then they kind of get lost because there's so many big fighters in these gyms, whereas if you're way a team, like a small team, where everything's sort of geared towards you and your camp. But I know what you're saying, because he probably would be in a position to go in a big gym.
Like, I mean, once he'd rounded his game out, once he'd got the wins and all that, he'd got there, then like, right now you need to get better,
capitalise on that a bit.
Do you know what I mean? So, but Dunk's done the right thing, man. Defo, he's been out in there. He's, you know what I mean? He's doing, learning the wrestling and all that, man. He's learning the gully and that. Halfway Dustin, you know what I mean?
He should have got for him. He should have got fight that night, man.
Mate, I can't believe I've got that bonus, bro.
But mate, this is why I thought he had fought again, because I seen a video of him.
Oh, aye.
And he was like, he just found out
changed.
It was like the day he found out he got the bonus. But was that ages ago?
That was the fight before it when he got the gilly.
Right.
That's when he got the gilly for the fight before it, man. But literally the other 3 subs all got hungries that night, all got bonuses except for him.
That's mad.
There was 4 subs and the 3 of them got the bonus and he didn't. He was an underdog.
He should have gave him it, mate. I want to ask you something. Is the rap career over?
No, of course not. So obviously,
there's lots of strings to your bow, Specksy,
mate,
boy.
listen, I'm a master of what do they call it? A jack of all trades, master of none. I know that it's not over now. So obviously Thursday, I'm going back to studio back first time in the studio, man, and 2 years now or something like that, man.
What are you cooking up?
Cooking up a Specksy Spud song. Aye, man. So the Specksy Spud song, that'll be available on all platforms very, very shortly, man.
That's gotta go.
It's gonna go.
I've heard about it. It's so good, man.
It's gonna go viral, bro. It's gonna go viral. But no, it's the idea behind it. It's good for videos, promotion and all that sort of stuff. Not I mean, a wee chime. Not I mean, like when the ice cream van comes up, man. Not I mean, the Specksy Spud tune playing for the. I'll need to get it like wired in, man. When you press the horn, man. Not I mean, then the next thing it's like the Specksy Spud tune starts playing. Not I mean, when you pull into the scheme, that'll be class.
So good,
but I know it's going to be. That'll be my first wee step back into the music again, man. Not I mean, the thing is, I have got songs there that I've been like wanting to bring out for ages, but then obviously the last 6 months or so, man, this has all came up, man. With the
Spud game will take over your life, bro.
Do you know what I mean? So I was like, do you know what? I was like, I need to just put the other songs in the back burner now, do you know what I mean? And just focus on the old Spuds. But then I was like, no, what? I need to bring out a Spud song, man. It's like just a must, do you know what I mean? It's Specksy. I was like, how could you not? Do you know what I mean? And like a few of the places have brought them out, like the Spud Bros and that. They've got like I've got a couple of songs, do you know what I mean? Like just be like they done one for like male testicular cancer or whatever. It's like check your spuds, and then they've got like a rap one and all, and it's like chips, beans, chili, tuna. I need a spud, but I need it sooner.
So there's no Specksy, is what you're saying?
No, but it's no as good as that. I mean, I've upped it. You know what I mean? So
I've got issues with the shit they put on totties, man.
Somebody.
So it's like, mate, cheese, beans and tuna is like every other video, mate. I'm like,
that's their favourite, man. They boys love that, man. Bro. So to be honest, like not with beans really, man, but like tuna will be a big hit for like gym goals in it, man. Like, but not with like beans and cheese and all, man. That's a bit.
It's asking for a bad day in the toilet.
See if you have the tuna, the cheese, lovely. If you have the beans, the cheese, lovely. But then putting them together, I just don't think.
A bit. I know. To be fair, like. I'll just openly let everybody try what you want, man. Go ahead, smash everything together, man. Let them try it all. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's like I'm not the biggest like variety. Like I'll probably like go for the same ones. You know what I mean, man? I'm not the biggest variety eater myself, man. But you've got to put a large variety on for other people. You know what I mean? So people don't. You're not just getting the same hanging all the time. Because that was kind of my idea and all. I was like, if I'm at obviously say over the month's timetable, I'm at 2 different schemes a night. I might go and see that scheme whatever 4 times a month or whatever.
Aye.
If I've got up to 12 different spuds you can get or something like that. You can try a spud a, you know what I mean, a spud a week or whatever.
Spud a day, bro.
You know what I mean? Then change it up. Like, well, when I'm in their scheme, do you know what I mean?
I
Then,
suppose,
when I come back to their scheme. But I still think people, even if it's in a different scheme, people will still come to that area after wanting a spud that night. It's not a case of, cause it's in the scheme beside you, like, I'll need to just wait till he's not here the next Thursday, man. I'll just wait. I mean, people will still drive down if they know it's quite close by. Do you know what I mean?
It'll still be closer than most of them.
Aye.
Mate, when I was wondering this, right? When did you find out that you could actually rap?
Years and years ago.
Like, what
mate,
age ain't you were?
young, mate, like fucking, I used to like write wee raps and that when I was younger. Like, Reese, I'm kicking out the beat, even though I kick football back on the street. I used to. I was like one that I wrote when I was younger.
Uh-huh.
What was it?
Bring that out, bro.
Mate, that's a say I can bring it out. What was that? How did that go again? Reese, I'm kicking out the beat, look at football back on the street. Money to my knees, don't give me please. And I know you'd like to meet me. Finish this completely. Think you can beat me? Then come and see me. My flow is fresh like Wrigley's. I blow up towns like Sydney. Bass and rhyme that hit me. I'll pan your car in Wendy's. I was feeling young.
That's so good.
Man. Like, and then obviously, I grew up as I got older than that. I like started to do obviously MCs and that. Do you know what I mean? So then when I got into that, I was like, I used to say write. I was actually thinking about this all day. I was like, how did I write? I can't remember how I used to write MCs because it's like with the wiki and all that.
Do you write an MC? Because it seems like
that's what I was saying. I felt as like you wrote some parts of it, but other parts are just kind of like, it's like, as if you just had to freestyle it, then write it after you said it. You know what I mean? Like you would just kind of freestyle and then you're like, oh, that's a good bar in that, and then kind of write down what you said, and then kind of go off that. But like, I was like, you definitely didn't used to write like widda wicked, gidda go.
Mate, do you know my favourite? One of my favourite lyrics. Obviously, I've got loads of lyrics over yours, but this one's actually one I get changed last minute. You told me, I think it's in Tenerife.
Aye.
We're always ready.
Originally it was Coatbridge boy, Coatbridge stepping,
Coatbridge stepping, don't need weapons.
I don't need Coatbridge stepping, don't need weapons. We'll smash your head in.
But in the video, it's like, we'll smash your head in.
We'll smash your head in, and then I was like, oh no, I was like, no, I'll need to change that. I was like,
It's a mad nice song.
then I made that, we're always ready. Like, listen, we'll know incite the violence, man, but if it comes to us, we'll defend ourselves.
Self-defence bar, mate. Big up to self-defence bar.
Self-defence.
We'll not take any shite if you try and start with us. Reese M. Played football.
Oh my god, man.
Because the reason I was thinking about that was because I wanted to actually ask you, have you ever been like, imagine I could just rap, I don't know.
Oh, mate, that's what I was going to say. Like, when I was younger, I feel like when everybody was younger, they thought you could rap.
I've thought it as recently as about 2 years ago. I remember driving in for work one day and be like, imagine I could just spit, and I had the idea. I put on a mad pig tune in the motor, and I was like, ugh, and I was like, no, I can't do it.
It's funny, but because it's like, see, when I was younger, I used to have this mad thing in my head that I'd be like, see, like bands that I liked, or like singers or rappers or whatever, I'd be like, be class if they never existed, but I knew all their tunes and I could just kid on away. Instead of being like, I wish I could come up with pure class, amazing tunes, I'd be like, I wish I could just steal these cunts. But then I specifically remember being younger and listening to like rap, like Tupac and that, probably Tupac and Nas and that, and being like, right, what one of these could I get away with? Like, if this cunt didn't exist and I knew it, so I'd just be sitting listening to like Illmatic and that, like, nah, don't think cunts would believe it. It was me, very New York centric. Like, can I change it to Springburn in my head somehow? Like, do you know what I mean?
I feel like an easy stolen identity would be like Jerry Cinnamon.
Oh,
anybody could get away with that.
Aye.
Sometimes, maybe just
some of the time.
Mate, anybody's buying that, mate.
Throw the hair in, get Harrington on, go down the hangman and that. I've just put a sign in like Jerry Cinnamon in it. Just kid on your
He's
head,
next
mate.
in Canvas Lang now.
Is he? Aye. You gone up to
He's no
Castle Milk was he not fair originally?
He's fair there, but I think he's moved to Canvas Lang. He's no checked in with me or nothing.
Aye, he's no.
Wait,
what's going to happen
I
to
might
him?
G check him.
Yeah, you're staying in Canby. Yeah, Jerry used to in
Yeah, do
Canberra.
you know he's a shout of that, no?
I think you email his agent, be like, mate, why is Jerry no
Checked in.
come me checked in? At my boss's house.
I check in respect to the thing I go to Coat Bridge, mate. I'm just
every
phone
time,
like that, by the way,
every
mate. Just to let you know I'm hearing that, right? It's that sound, mate.
Passing through, I'm just passing through. I'm
No
on the
worries.
flyover. I'm on the flyover. Cool kid.
I'll share my location that, bro, right? So I'm not fucking about all that. I'm just going right through it. Got Airdrie, mate.
I'm here. But,
Airdrie's proper spud country, mate, innit?
well,
Oh.
obviously they've got
Built on spuds.
like the only kind of place that sells spuds in Coatbridge in Airdrie really is the spud spot.
On a large scale spud operation, you talk
well,
about?
no,
Because obviously you can just buy.
No, just the only place that kind of like, if you had to think of a spud place, that's the third place that comes to your head. Because it's Spud Spot, it's called. But it's just like an Indian. Like it just sells like, it's just like any other Indian, but it sells baked tatties as well. But it's just not, it's not the same.
No.
Because you've got Spud Spot, you've got Albert Bartlett,
Aye.
the factory.
Aye, literally.
And then you've got the Albert Bartlett Stadium.
No,
the Airdrie
arena.
Airdrie
Stadium.
Stadium.
The arena. I will call it an arena.
Albert Ball Arena is
The
good.
Spud Dome.
Aye, but no, it's actually quite a renowned place for tatties down there, know what I mean?
What's Springburn known for?
Crime. I don't know, mate. There's a castle. We've got a castle, mate.
Aye.
You know, seen Springburn Castle?
Springburn Castle,
But what do
no.
you use?
Can we get a pick of Springburn Castle?
What do you use produce? But can be, mate.
Gen up just like shop thieves and that. I don't know, mate.
That is
So
weird
it can
for-
be things with steel and
Steelworks.
Hoover's in it.
Hoovers, bro.
Hoovers?
Big time Hoover place,
Mate,
bro.
look, is Cambuslang got a castle, bro? That's in the
Oh.
middle of Springburn, mate. That's next to Springburn, like flats, not like else.
That's a joint point for the boys.
Oh, mate, no, it's a guy who lives in it, mate. He put it up for sale all day for like £1 million.
I have it.
Aye, mate, aye, we could, by the way.
4 ways, so I go
could
4
get it for a
ways.
studio, but
Mate.
studio and a
About
castle.
a wee 250k between the 4s each.
Easy, mate.
What's a Spud van
The spud
going,
van,
mate?
the spud van and the Patreon will pay that.
Carl wants the patty, mate. Pound 250. But aye, I don't know, man. Springburn's not really.
Chips and gravy.
Wait, it's more a scheme than like towns are more known for shit. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
It's towns. 'cause
Coatbridge was
it's
like,
like
Coatbridge was like a.
Springburn's not a town.
What's the town it's in then? It's
Glasgow.
Oh, so it's just.
No, but
Aye,
You
but
get towns in cities. I'm saying.
Aye, true. Well, that is kind of.
aye, true. Because I thought of
Like
that.
Coatbridge and Airdrie, that.
Cambuslang, Coatbridge, Airdrie's a town.
Mate, do you know?
So it's like towns back in the day were like built on like one thing.
Aye, like that's like Coatbridge is for coal mines and that. Obviously, we've got
Coats.
Summerlee Heritage, and that was
Aye,
coal
that's
mines
coal
and that.
mines and that. Aye.
That's what we used to produce.
And then like Motherwell had steel factories and
Aye,
that. Like
steel
it's
and
all
that,
that.
aye.
It's all-
So let me get this right. Me and him are fucking out. I'm making hoovers. He's making fucking spuds and all that.
Coal and
Oh,
that.
shipyards.
Aye, but you.
When they
I-
fought at Glasgow, yeah, Clyde and that.
Shipyards, that.
Glasgow at ships.
You know what it was, mate? We were out there grafting and he was sitting on his fucking arse, mate.
Shit.
On the
Yeah,
computer,
but-
mate, like we're more
Stealing
high
out shops
tech.
and that.
No, it's more high tech, like futuristic. Like we don't actually. It's just all the money all just moves about, and that we don't need to produce anything. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like Canary Wharf and that. It's very much like Springburn. Springburn's
aye?
very similar to Canary Wharf down there. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
So we've got Spears Wharf, mate. One of the most beautiful bits of Glasgow. That the fucking wee canal that goes through like Sight Hill. I actually love it so much.
Never, mate. This is the thing. This is what I was actually noticing while I've been obviously on my jaunts on the trains and all this shit. I know nothing about Scotland. There's like literally so many places, mate, that you just don't know about. Like you just like. I didn't know this place existed now. You
Aye,
just never,
shots and that.
You've never just passed. No, shots just like I've been there. That's close to me, but like to you,
true.
that's to you. But there'll be a place beside you that'll be like, what? Like that place you just said there. and I'm
Sight
like,
Hill, no, no.
I've heard the Sight Hill, but it's just like I've not heard of that wee bit.
Aye, the wee Spears Wharf and that. Aye,
Spears
that's-
Wharf, know what I mean? Like,
That's a joint.
Here's
spot,
one, right? If you've ever been to Thornley Bank,
but not until, I only heard about it until then. Till we were talking
On the
about it there on the train.
Aye, my papa's for Giffnick, so I know all that bit. And like James played for Thornley Bank and that.
Mate, I
know
thought this
that
was in
bit.
Paisley, bro. I was texting everybody like that. Not everybody, but texting people. I was getting trying to get a lift like that. Can you take us through to Paisley? and then when I got literally it wasn't until I got to Central, and then I was looking at it. I was like East Kilbride and all that, and then I was like. What the fuck? I was like, how? And then I looked at the maps and that, and then I was like, how am I nearly back in fucking South Lanarkshire and that again? I was like, I just came from North Lanarkshire to Glasgow and I'm having to come back. And I was like, this can't be right. And I had to phone him and I was like, Gaffnick, that place that you just said that Folly Bank, Gaffnick. I said, that's the right place, and he's like, it's the right.
Mate,
I had no idea, mate.
It's a mad hero's journey you need to do to get here on the trains, innit? You've done it before up that kind of journey.
It's a jaunt, mate. There's the train guy there.
The number one.
What are you
Better
saying?
than the game.
What are you saying, Tit?
Just living, mate. Just chilling.
Are you feeling better?
I'm feeling 100%.
You were down.
You don't sound
I
it.
don't sound it, but I'm feeling it, mate. I'm feeling brand new.
I was actually saying that to you. We were trying to sort the episode out. They were like, "Oh, we could maybe do Saturday and that," but obviously we know with the trains and all that, it can be a pain in the arse and that. I was like, the portal for Saltcoats, it's Saltcoats, isn't it? I was like, the portal for Saltcoats only opens one day a week, man. You can only get in and out. You can only get in and out like one day. That's how when people go to Saltcoats, the caravan park, they go there on the Friday and it doesn't open again to the Monday. You know what I mean? That's them just get let out.
See, when you were talking about what your places were known for, Stevenson was known for bombs and ammunition, mate.
Was it? Well, we know where they're going there for what's happening.
That is. Mate, and also Edgar Allan Poe, mate.
Nah, it's Irvine, mate. I'm not even
Irvine,
claiming that.
mate.
Saltcoats was known for salt, funnily enough.
Salt, aye, fair
Salt.
enough. For salt's a good gin. Do you know what I mean? Like salt's one that we've always needed.
Salt's essential.
Salt mines and that.
Two coats, I just noticed 2 coats, Coat Bridge, Salt Coats.
See, mate, Coat Brothers.
Coats, the Coat Brothers.
Coat of arms, man.
We'll open up a jacket shop, called that.
Mate, see quickly before we go into the Patreon,
Aye.
we came in here. I said, mate, you want a bottle of water or something? He said, aye.
Fuck it, I said. I said, aye, fuck it.
Saturday, innit?
So, is it Cangen?
Cangen.
Right,
Cangen.
bro. So, I've got smart water here, right? You tell me what's wrong with this.
Let me hear that. No, the thing is, man, it's with the Cangen, it's the greatest machine that's ever graced this earth, built by Japanese brothers. No,
5.
No, mate, there's a room load of these guys. Actually, the guy that actually owns the company, and it's like the company's been open for like 52 years this year or something like that, so it's not like a new thing, but the guy used to own Sony that makes the PlayStations and that.
Did he?
Yeah, it's a mad fact, mad Japanese guy, and now he owns Anagic it's called. But aye, the bottled water, man, it's acidic. It's no alkaline what our bodies need. Do you know what I mean? It's people think they're drinking bottled water to be you're getting that alkalinity out of it, man, that healthiness. Do you know what I mean? You want your body to be in an alkaline state, but it's because of the heat and all that with the bottles, and like they're sitting that could be made like 6 to 12 months before you're actually drinking it, and then it's sitting in a van, then it's maybe hot for a month, man, the sun's shining on it, and then it's sitting in the cold and it's moving about, and by the time it touches your lips, it's not
You're a goner.
It's not what you were paying for, really, if you think about it, know what I mean?
When it was lab tested 9 months before or something.
When
know what I mean?
when it says in the package. So I've just the Cangen, man, you find when you're actually smashing it. Don't get me wrong, I'm no saint. Like, I mean, I've been smashing the Iron Brew again, even though I know it's bad for me. Know what I mean? Like it's just this bad addictions and that. Know what I mean? But I know when. I know for a fact, see, whenever you're drinking the Cangen, you're not drinking that shit, and you're not drinking that shit either. I'm saying you feel fucking on cloud 9, man. You're
Really?
floating, mate. You're flying, mate. Yeah, see, when you do get enough out your system, and you actually go through like a process, you got a wee bit of a sniffly nose and that, man. I mean, you're kind of getting rid of the toxins and that, man, flushing the body out. See, if you just drink that and you don't drink any acidic shit, you're just putting that alkalinity and the hydrogen into your body. You go through this wee process, man, with a wee sniffling that. I'm telling you, man, you come out the other end, you're like, oof, man, I feel
Zero acid.
I feel fucking good, man. Aye, do you know what I mean?
And you can wash your face that way.
Do everything with it, man. You can make fucking soaps to hoover the thing, and all that, way, and fucking.
We'll make a hoover out of it, mate.
Make a hoover out of it, mate. That's what I'm saying. A hydrogen hoover, bro.
Aye, so that's what I was going to say. Does it put hydrogen into the water?
Aye, so it's like a electrolysis process that it goes through, and when this magic in this machine, I don't know what I mean, not the magic, but you know what I mean, it's like goes through a process in the machine, and that when you do that, it like splits the particles and all this stuff. It's weird, mate. It's like it goes through and splits the particles, and then like there's like 2 pipes, and like the shitey water comes out one bit, and then like the clean Cangen stuff comes out the other bit, and it's like splitting the some of the bad stuff out of that pipe and the good stuff into that, man. It's a mad process.
Mate, there was a thing that was like, it was on your Instagram and it was like you presenting what CanGen water does.
Aye.
And it was like with Sprite and that and like
Aye,
other
aye.
stuff, mate. And after I seen that, I was like, maybe before that I was a bit like, it's a lot of shite. And
Aye,
then I
I
seen
think
that,
so.
I was like, pff, man,
Mate,
that's
that's
hard facts, bro.
You cannot, that's what I'm trying to say to people, you cannot, like, people will say that's a lot of shit, aye, right, how water's water and that, man, like, I've heard it all and all that, know what I mean, like, think what you want and that, but when you actually look into this, the guy introduced me to this was a cancer nurse. This guy treated cancer and that, know what I mean, he works in the local hospital, and they started showing me all this stuff, man. I was treating this guy, man, helped him and all that, and then showed me that he was his father-in-law, he's a Filipino guy, and his father-in-law had this big ache in his back, man, like this big, it was like his back was corroding away, and he started putting the CanGen on it, and then just drinking the CanGen, and next thing it was like this all went away, man. It was like a big hole in his back, and it all like shrunk and all that. His back was back to, I'm like, what is this shit, man? Super juice or something?
Miracle water.
Aye, mate. So I was like, what the fuck? And then obviously when I went over to America, I met all these people, and they're all like, oh, I had this up with me, I had that up with me, man. I'm drinking CanGen, now I'm better than that shit. And you're just like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? So that's intriguing, but the more you find out about it, it's because of the hydrogen in the body and all that, and because it is an alkaline, it's just actually hydrating your body the way that water's actually supposed to. H2O is supposed to do it to your body, you know what I mean? So it is very interesting, mate.
Just realised how I had epiphany, the word hydrogen and the word hydrate. There's
Aye, but
obviously-
that is H2O, that's what
Know
it's,
what I
do you know what I
mean?
mean? It's arm in arm, but but I know it is. It does actually make you fucking feel class. And when I do all the kind of tests and all that stuff to show like water, that's the first thing you learn in science in school. Like water and oil don't mix. So how the fuck when I pour this CanGen water into oil, it emulsifies it, it breaks it down. Do you know what I mean? Like that's literally like the first thing you learn in science. So you know, seen all that shit. It's like if you pour water into oil, it obviously just rises to the top. You know what I mean? It doesn't go through it or break it down.
Hydrophobic or whatever.
Aye, but when you pour it into the CanGen, it turns like fucking creamy, like the top of a pint of Guinness or something like that. Like breaks it down, emulsifies it, and it's because it obviously the particles, the hydrogen can reach into anything. It's like the smallest molecule in planet Earth, so it can reach into anything in your body or reach through any whatever other type of
osmosis
substance
shit.
it is. Aye, it's madness, mate. So that's why it can get into your what is it they call it again? Your hypochondriac or something like that. And it's like the deepest cell in your body, and that can like break the barrier out of it. So they've actually been doing tests now where they're like reversing people with Alzheimer's and all that stuff.
What?
And because it can break through it's the only thing that can break through the brain barrier, because it's the particle, the hydrogen particle.
Because that's small.
Mate,
That's like the one thing that you're like, see, like, I hope they do that, man. I hope they can sort that.
Aye, mate,
shit, mate,
imagine you can sort
Alzheimer's and
that.
mate,
Aye,
dementia.
that's-
It's so sad, bro.
Oh, mate.
Just watching somebody just lose himself,
Oh,
I know
it
it's,
says all
that is like the worst thing.
Painful,
Mate, what
mate.
about the tap water? Is it really making people gay?
Aye, like frogs, gay frogs. No, that's actually where that came from. It's because of the fluoride and that they put in it. They done tests, and when they done tests, it was turning male frogs into female frogs when they were giving them the fluoride in the water, mate, which is fucking mental.
That is mad.
But no, it's the tap water is stinking. It is better than most tap waters in, like, for instance, like down London and all that stuff, or like if you go to Spain and shit like that, it's definitely cleaner than that to drink. But just literally go into the Scottish water websites and type in your local thing, mate, it'll show you a wee, like, what's in the water. It's all there, man. All this shit, this mad stuff. We fucking like, that many letters you can't pronounce the
Chemical,
word.
aye.
Chemical shit. Know what I mean?
So what's worse, this, say, like smart water? Because I'm assuming you can't get, like, you wouldn't recommend a bottle of water to me.
I'm not arguing trying to say that it's pure bad for you. At the end of the day, drinking smart water and all that is still fucking, you're still going to get hydrated to an extent and all that, and it's well better than fucking ginger and drinking booze and all that, man, obviously. But at the end of the day, there's always something better out there, man, and that I mean, when you drink that, it does do more for you, do you know what I mean? It just because of the fact that it does actually hydrate your body.
Water plus in it. Water's good,
Aye,
but this is like the
but even-
premium.
for instance, but people will go, alright, I can just go and get the 9.0 pH water, because that's what my water is. You can change the settings on it, but 9.0 pH is like best one for you. So they're like, people were like that to me, I was going out and getting the 9.0 and just buying that. But a lassie actually came to me, she got gallbladders, gallstones cause of it. And I looked into it, and that's because of they put chemicals in the water to make it stay 9.0 if you did do a test on it. So whereas that machine, it's an electrical change that makes it into 9.0 pH,
It's no
whereas
chemical.
that's a chemical change that does it. So that's how. So this lassie was drinking this all the time, thinking she was been pure good in that, man. Just drinking the 9.0.
That is a classic mistake.
Ended up with gallstones.
Fuck, see, I was actually thinking when you said that 9.0 thing, I was like, I might try that. And then no stones in my
But
body, man.
is bottle water better than tap water?
I would say so. I would say so because it's not the tap. It's got all the shit that comes through it. I think about pipe work and all that, mate. It's been there for how long? Pure rock.
The gay bar? Has been there a while.
the pipe work in houses and all that, man. The water that it comes through, it's all corroded, fucking stinking, man. Then they're adding shit in it. Put it this way, a boy had said to me when I was doing the water that he actually worked with like a company, a subcontract to Scottish Water, and they used to put all the chemicals in the water at the start to see like whenever they're extracting the water for, they would have to put chemicals into the water to do the full process, and they said they had to wear a hazmat suit and all that, like a mad hazmat mask, because the chemicals are that much.
We're just scudding it.
Because obviously they have to put something through it because it's coming from mountains and all that shit. You know what I mean? Because I could have animal feces and all that in it, but there's obviously stuff in it that just. Know what I mean, it's just not the fucking healthiest, man. Do you know what I mean?
There was a hanger on a site I was working on once, and it was like a big bi-efficient tank thing, and it was like all the fill water went to it, so all the like shite and rain and all that storm water and that all went into it.
Then they're diluting it.
It went it's like this mad fucking big massive thing, and it done all this up and down and filtered out and all that, and then it came out the other side, a wee hole like that, and went into a culvert into a river.
Aye.
And the guy was like, you can fucking drink that water. And I was like, I don't want to.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what the actual say. Like supposedly, like when you drink a water out of tap and that, man, it's like it could have bent through somebody's body 7 times. You know what I mean? Like piss and all that, and then like filtered out and they filtered out and all that. Like, mate, it's mental, mate. Know what I mean?
That is a horrible
It's
way.
a horrible
Through
fucking
one guy's body, the same guy.
7 different guys.
The same guy.
Is it need to be guys?
7 pure stinking guys.
The 5 bros, mate.
The 5 bros.
That's what tastes a bit like paprika.
Cardamom, that was definitely Ricardo.
Right, we need to move on to the Patreon.
Party,
where,
bro.
you know, it's just I want to find out. Spexsy's going to solve all this shit at the walls and all that. So,
Aye,
mate, it's kicking
Mate,
up.
I was actually saying that the Spud Treaty of 2030. Peace in the Middle East. Peace in the Middle East. All for the love of spuds. You know what I mean?
Mate, you should do like a menu, but it's like the Iranian one, the Israeli spud.
Aye, the
Aye,
Iranian spud. No.
The Jewish spud.
No. but that's what I was thinking, man. The Spud Treaty of 2030,
Mate,
man. Know what I mean? Bring
it's
peace to the
happening.
Middle East for the love of a baked potato.
Totties, brother.
Right, guys, patreon.com/Reilly's Gaff to watch the end of the episode. Specksy Spuds.
Specksy Spuds. You know where to find it.
Yes, you do.
Patreon, let's go. Spexsy's going to solve all this shit out.
Pick a side, Specs boy.
Right.